Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to SRS Guardian. So this is my first time actually playing SRS Guardian. I played SRS fucking Necro or something. I don't remember. It's on the channel. But anyways, I saw this one. And of course, this came from Gazzy TV because he does minion builds and they're pretty damn good. This build, I was a bit sketchy about, like iffy about, because it's not really a minion class. Like, the Guardian is not a minion character kind of build. So I legitly, as you would assume, I leveled through the whole campaign with SRS, which was actually quite painful, to be honest. Because for those of you who know, SRS is a dog shit ability because, one, you cast one projectile at a time, and it's freaking slow as hell. Therefore, you're standing in the same spot, taking damage. And then even when you get, where's it at? Unleash, which makes it where you can summon 4 of them at a time, which is a huge DPS increase, which means you don't have to stand in one spot. You can just move, cast, boom. There's already almost max SRS. But even then, your mana pool was being drained. Because if you look at how much mana this costs, where is it at? It's 67 mana with a 6th link. Like, it was ridiculous, because when I was leveling through the campaign, I had like 97 mana, and that's without the reservations I had. And that's 97 mana, take away, I think it was like 38 or 47, somewhere around that area, with one fucking cast. It was draining my mana. So obviously, Eldritch Battery is a must for this build until you can, like, figure out how to get, you know, better sustain on mana. Anyways, this is just the basic generic build. Nothing special. Partially a minion build mixed with some defenses, health, shield block. And also, weirdly enough, went into crit chance and crit multi, which is really fucking weird. And then block chance when holding shield. And also, I went into a cluster. And it's just pure minion damage, just to get the minion damage going. And I do have other clusters that give, like, Feeding Frenzy or whatever the fuck it is, that gives you, like, health regen, or, like, movement speed or whatever. But just for the time being, pure damage is going to be good enough until I get to, like, at least level 90. Then I'll swap them out for, like, better ones. But this is pretty much the tree. Also, I have a jewel, not a... Yeah, I was thinking of a cluster, Jesus Christ, it's a jewel. So yeah, I mainly put this one on there because of the health. Minion health is pretty good, but I'll be swapping it for a minion health medium cluster jewel, which means I won't need this one anymore. Swap it out for like physical damage minions or something. I don't really know. But as far as the build goes for 74, pretty much just hit maps. I'm very slow at leveling. I beat the game at like 70. But yeah, we're res capped. We do have... Yeah, we do have 2 auras. We dropped Purity of Elements. And we dropped minions. Zombies. I feel like there was one other one we dropped. Oh, Skitterbots. We dropped Skitterbots. So we were using Skitterbots, zombies, and the other one. My brain can't think right now, dude. There was 3 of them, and we dropped all 3 of them. And now we're using Determination, Precision, and Tempest Shield. And we're using Haste, but Haste is on Blessed Orb. So now it's just a buff, which is pretty useful getting around the map. Because when you combine that with like 30% boots, you know, you kind of get around pretty quick. Yeah, 25. So yeah, it just helps get around the map. But anyways, Spirit Offering. Dude, my brain honestly can't fucking think. I almost said desperate. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Desecrate. And Assassin's Mark. So, I'm a little confused about this build, actually. Because you have Assassin's Mark. And you have Prey. I think this makes it where all your minions focus on one target. But that's kind of just like a personal preference, I think. I don't want to... There's too many fucking buttons already on this build, okay? Shield charge, faster attacks, obvious. Flame dash. And convocation. Dude, I'm really tired, by the way. Rocking this helmet. Just resists, nothing crazy. Anime Guardian, I honestly hate this ability. It's fucking dog shit. Like, it's stupid. I built this minion before, and then I go to a red map on a character, and I was able to do the map. Like, it wasn't that hard. Some of the mini bosses were a bit tanky, and because of that, it killed my Anime Guardian, and I lost all of my legendary gear that I put on him. So, in my personal opinion, Anime Guardian is absolute dog trash in this game. It is shit. So, I don't even know why it's in this build. I know Gazzy TV likes Anime Guardian, but in my opinion, it's fucking absolute shit. I wouldn't rely on it as a newbie player. It's just in there because it's part of the build, but I don't fucking use it because it's, like I said, it's trash. We have Meat Shield, Minion Life, and Raised Specters. The Specters are actually extremely powerful, for those of you who do not know, because one Spectre gives you Frenzy charges, the other Spectre gives you Endurance charges, and if you have a third one, I think it can give you something else. Either way, Frenzy charges and Endurance charges will increase movement speed, attack speed, and cast speed for all of your minions, which is super, super amazing. It's big, big damage. And we have Haste, like I said. It's supposed to be Vol, but it doesn't really fucking matter. Tempest Shield, and Divine Blessing. The Divine Blessing is for Haste, as I said, so you can get like a buff. Stone Golem, Precision, Determination, and Feeding Frenzy. The Feeding Frenzy, I don't even know why it's even in here. Oh, it's probably because it's Stone Golem, that's why. I was like, why is it even in there? That's for the Stone Golem. And the chest piece is backwards, because I rolled this chest piece myself on another character. I'm still trying to figure out the Eater implicits or whatever, and the Exarch ones. So I'm still trying to re-roll those to Minion, because this one I got Minion damage, and this one just armor. So nothing crazy. This one, yeah. Yeah, while enemies are in your presence, 30% of physical damage converted to chaos. That's pretty damn cool. This was for my SRS poison build, if I remember right. But anyways, I'm trying to get something good on the chest piece, and I ran out of frickin' orbs. So, 20/20 Raging Spirits, which put it to a 21 because I have a +1 on fire spell gems. So that's a +1. So 20/20. And then Minion Damage. I'll be upgrading this eventually because it's much more damage. Minion Splash. Minion Splash and Multi-Strike get swapped out during bosses and mapping. So Splash is for mapping, this is for bossing. And sometimes I forget to swap them out just because it's just a hassle. But you do get more damage with this because now every Raging Spirit hits twice instead of hitting once. So it's just bigger damage. And then we have Predatory, which is more damage. And then Unleash makes it we can cast 4 of them at a time instead of 1. Super nice. And Elemental Damage, obviously, for more damage. You could probably swap this out for Fire or Fire Pen, but I don't really know if it would really benefit you a lot. I mean, it could, because SRS scales with Elemental Damage, Fire Damage, I think Burning Damage, and obviously Fire Pen. So I mean, it scales with almost anything that involves spell damage, elemental, fire, burning probably, or whatever. So yeah, I mean, it could work. And then we have the Jinxed Juju. I almost said Judo. But nothing special. 10% damage. 10%, yeah, 10% of damage from hits is taken from your specters before you, which is pretty nice. But also you gotta keep an eye on this, because if your specter dies, you have to go back to the frickin' the 6 zone and go get your specters again. So it's kind of annoying, because when they die permanently. You have to go back and go get them. It's a fucking nuisance. And a minion ring, just for minion damage, attack speed, movement speed, extra elemental res for minions, which is amazing. I've tried 2 of them, but you just, unless you have the stats for both of them, like resistances, because you need to be res capped. But if you're res capped, having 2 minions would probably actually benefit you. Getting 30% res, or even 32? On top of increased damage and movement speed, attack speed, or whatever, it could really... I feel like it personally could actually improve your damage. And then we have a triple LE belt with decent life. Nothing crazy, but this is the best triple LE belt, or just belt in general, that I have. Because I have a few of these belts, but this one came out with triple LE. Triple res. And then I have a shitty socket. Just accuracy and life. I mainly took it for the life, because, you know, my minions need some life. Because I really don't want these to die, and they're pretty tanky. In my opinion, the Spirit Guardians are actually tankier than zombies, and zombies are pretty fucking tanky. Anyways, nothing crazy on the flasks either. This flask is like almost mandatory for any minion build, just because when you block attacks, you have a chance to block attacks, not block attacks. But your whole build is based around block, in a sense. So when you block, this just increases how your block chance. Plus it gives you armor. And then we move with 20% armor, spell suppress, and movement speed. Now, like I said, the build just hit maps. I'm like, oh, probably like tier 2 or something. And this is the build, so I went into the Sentinel first, the Radiant Crusade, because it's a pretty awesome minion. And then we went down here for more armor, energy, more damage, and 20% chance to trigger an elemental relic. I think you can have 4 of these at a time, which is crazy. I'm pretty sure they heal you. And then we went here, block recovery, armor. And then if you attack directly nearby allies, have a 20% chance to block. This right here is really powerful. A 25% chance to block attack damage and spell damage if nearby enemies have attacked recently, which is like all the time. So your minions pretty much passively have 25% block at all times, which is ridiculous. And I don't know where I'm going next. I would assume probably here or here. I don't know. Anyways, this is the build though. Nothing crazy. I love this table, by the way. I redid my room texture thingy. Look at this. This is so cool, dude. Kudos to the guy who made this. Look at that, dude. It lights up my whole room. It's so cool. Anyways, we have a tier 7 that we can try. Because I really don't know where this build stands in terms of damage. I did look it up on my POE. I think I'm like at 15,000 damage. And the build is mid-maxed at, I think, around 600k, maybe 500. I don't even remember. It might not even be that high. I really don't remember. Just get my minion out, dude. I don't know if my game lags. I feel like I need to like do test runs on my maps before I do a video. Clearly the PC can't handle it. Like, look how trash this is, man. Now I see why some YouTubers do test runs on their fucking videos, on their game before they do a video. Because this game has the worst optimization in existence. Also, we're using this Spirit Offering, which I think I already said, but it gives you crit chance. Like, this build is literally like a crit build. It's crazy. Literally a crit build. But like, as you can see, the damage is pretty decent. Why would you go down there? That's the wrong potion. Not really sure how I didn't even make it up there. Not bad. Oh, and the spirit thingies? My minions? You're being granted a block chance. This is crazy. Also, he's not in here anymore. How high is this essence anyway? Is it 2? Should be fine. Look how easy that was, dude. That was easy. Easy. Look at that damage, dude. Easy. Like, it's a really, really solid build, in my opinion. Like, that was with splash damage, by the way, not even multi-strike. But yeah, solid build, though. I've never done a yellow map with this build yet. Because like I said, I wasn't really sure what it was capable of with my gear setup. Well, I got frozen instantly. Like, what the fuck is this game? How do you get frozen instantly? How's my minion dead? When it comes to this stuff should be pretty easy for this build. You just literally just run around, popping shit. He didn't want to die for some reason. Of course he died. Like I said, it's a caster spirit like minion build kind of thing, like a caster build. So you kind of gotta like keep your distance, and I'm really bad at that. Is it me or was I not able to cast? My gems are only like 16. I've done harvest this character too. But being on like a tier 7 map, it's it might be pretty dangerous. Like, look how easy this is, dude. Like the essences aren't really too bad. I mean, give or take. I mean, they're fucking like tier 2 essences, you know, nothing. They're not powerful. But still, you know. This is a tier 7 map. Like, I literally just beat the campaign on this. So, for it being that powerful. Look how crazy it is, dude. I could try a 10. I don't think we're quite ready for it, though. Yeah, like I said, I do have a cluster that has, what, 10, 20, 30, 40% damage increase. So that right there is a huge, huge difference in why my damage is this high. But I mean, it's not hard to get a plus 10 minion damage large cluster gem. You should probably get one for like 1 alk or something. So it's not hard to get. Getting a rare one is probably harder. Yeah, you kind of want to get your big dude, you kind of want to get him like up in combat. Because of the damage he does. So like you kind of want to like get him up into combat. Which is risking your own life to do that as well, but... it's worth it, because you're risking your own life, but you're putting him in the middle of combat, which means he's burning everybody. Which is what you want. Because he's really slow, but the damage he can output with his burn is crazy. Get that going again. Pretty much like anyone who stands near you is gonna get burnt to a crisp. Those chests always scare me, dude. Yeah, he actually survived that. I love how they all just got one shot somehow, like, I'm a little confused. As you can see, the damage I have is okay, but the damage well, not the damage I deal, but the damage I deal is okay, but the life of my companions, my minions, are not high enough, because my rock golem is kind of getting his ass handed to. I've had to revive him a few times. Oh, he's over here. Ow. Give him some crit. Ow, that really hurt. This is a tier 10, by the way. I shouldn't even be on this. Like, I just fucking hit, you know? I just hit max. Sorry guys, it's cold out there. My nose is runny, man. What is that? I've heard of that weapon before. But yeah, that's the build. I mean, to be honest, I didn't even think I'd even be able to do a T10 with this character. I'm not completely rezzed capped to where I want to be. My armor's not even that great. Like this weapon, I've had this weapon since like level 30 something. So it's not even a good weapon. The only reason why I have it is +1. The chest piece, I'm still trying to re-roll those stats like I was saying. The helmet could probably be a lot better. Potentially, I don't know, it's got decent life, but I kind of would rather have some armor on there instead of accuracy. And then the shield, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get a +1 on there, but it is what it is. But yeah, nothing crazy. Armor, energy shield, that's not too bad. And this was part of my minion build, so it's got 26% plus the 14, which is huge. Plus a lot of armor. So I mean, for what the build is, as you saw, it's got pretty decent damage, but some of the enemies in T10, like the bloom packs, the damage I was doing wasn't really like that great. But then once this guy came in and he was hitting them, they just got one shot. So I don't know if that was because of his damage, or if it was because like he has a chance to like crit, I guess. Because like I said, they lost like 5-10% health, and he comes in and boom, they all die. So between the golem and him, I think it one-shot the pack. And he scales with your level, so, which is really useful because it scales with like the content, so it's really nice. Overall, pretty cool build though, actually. Definitely enjoyed it. It's an interesting way of playing SRS, but I would recommend you playing SRS this way and then transition into an actual SRS, which is, I think, SRS Necromancer or something like that, I think is what it is. Because SRS Necro is way too hard to play because it just doesn't scale right because of her defenses. But if you got a little bit of currency to put towards SRS, you know, like 6 divines, 10 divines, then definitely level that character. But if you're trying to make currency to do that, I would definitely recommend Guardian. Because Guardian's got the, you know, it's got the free minion, which does a lot of damage. It helps you clear boxes and essences. It's got the armor, the minion damage, the shield for your shield for mana. It's got a chance to summon a healing relic, I think is what it does. It heals you, and you can have 4 of them at a time. And I think they heal your minions too, so it's a huge thing. And then you have this. All your minions, all of your Spirit Guardian minions, and your actual minions, pretty much all your minions, have a chance to block, which is crazy. And if you look at the tree, 25% chance to block just by casting your stuff. So as long as you have your spirits up at any given time, all of your minions have 25% block chance passively. That's pretty huge. Like, that's really, really nice for survivability for your pets. Plus, you know, life jewels or whatever. So, I mean, like I said, it's a really, really nice build. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to go into this cluster because I have the cluster. Yeah, this one. Get some life on these bitches, dude. Hell yeah. Now they're gonna be tankier, and that's the cluster jewel. That's pretty much how the starter clusters are gonna be going. Just a white base damage just to get the extra 40% damage increase, because if you have a rare one of these, you're only going to get like 1 or 2 of these, which is less damage, so you need to make up for that in gear and other stuff. So this, big damage, and then you go into just pure life, big life. But we're going to be going this way too and grabbing probably another one of these. So it's going to be a really nice build to get 2 red maps to sustain your pet's health and damage, because in my experience with minion builds is your pets do not scale very well. Like, you need to like really amp up their damage and their health to scale with red map content. So yeah, it is what it is.